Hi, my name is Alec P. Tuckman. I'm a financial advisor in the greater Los Angeles area. Probably the biggest question I get asked when people come into my office is, why should we go with you? Why are you different? Why are you and your firm different than every other advisor we've spoken with? So there's several answers to that. Number one, understand that all financial advisors are not the same. Just like if you went to a doctor, there are different types of doctors. There's podiatrists, there's surgeons, there's plastic surgeons, there's general practitioners. Just like different financial advisors do different things, right? So then the question remains, what do we do that's different? So we specialize in retirement first and foremost. Whether you're 20 and care about your retirement, or whether you're 60 and aren't sure you have enough funds, you need to come talk to me. We can figure out a way to create multiple streams of income and get you consistency in income so you're able to retire and meet the goals that you have. But on a broader level, there are a laundry list of actual answers for that question. And they all start with, number one, me being a fiduciary. So as a fiduciary, we are subject to random auditing by the Department of Labor. And I'm happy to say, on a basic level, our principle, our motto is we don't recommend anything to any of our clients that we wouldn't recommend to our mother and or a judge, right? So it's a really good rule of thumb. We stuck by it, and we've done very well even in difficult markets. When you come to me, you're talking to someone that's been through the gambit, heavily educated, understands the different assets out there and how they work or don't work for you based on your needs. Our firm is also a member of the National Ethics Association, so we have a commitment to in strong integrity towards doing the right thing. And as a general rule, we are a conservative firm, right? Before anything else, we value principal protection more than taking a risk with your money. When it's someone else's money, it's always easier to make those risks. But we understand that this is your hard-earned dollar. We don't take it lightly. And we want to make sure that you have consistency in income, regardless of what happens in the market. We also understand that if you are younger, you can take more risk than if you're older. And the conversations that we have with someone in their 60s, for example, is going to be a very, very different discussion than we have with someone in their 20s that can take more risk because they have more time. When you're younger, we have time but not money. When we're older, we generally have more money but not time. So again, two different ways that we're going to have you invested. We strive to please. We usually under-promise and over-deliver. We make consistent, real promises we know we're able to attain. We're not going to shoot for stratosphere promises. We also, and this is a big one, we actually recommend a lot of the assets we personally use. So, for example, if I recommend a particular instrument, I may have my own money in that instrument. And I'll tell you that very thing. We're, again, believers in two things, transparency and education. That education is what strategy we want to employ and why. We like to educate you on the investments we put you in, and you will be a more educated and informed consumer in that capacity because of it. So, because we're independent, we're not locked into selling things like funds of funds, proprietary funds, or variable annuities. Because with those instruments, you're representing people that you're locked into selling those particular products of the company you're with, because that's just their business model. And we won't do that. We can recommend anything for anyone based on where you are in life. Just general note, I'm a religious person. Our firm is very conservative and religious. So again, that goes back to us being a more conservative entity. Also, just a couple things you may want to consider is, we work with people around the world. So people, even if you're not living in Southern California, again, we have people who invest with us all over the country, if not all over the world. And finally, we recommend different strategies for different purposes in different times. It's not just about taking out, and what most advisors do is they take out a laminated card and they say, look, you either fall into one of these four categories based on your risk tolerance. Either you're a risky person, not a risky person, a little bit of risk, maybe you're just super aggressive. And then they'll just push you in a mutual fund and say, okay, next. We don't treat you like another number. We sit down, we have an adult conversation, we find out what your goals are, when you need the money, what you need the money for, What you're going to use it, you're going to burn it. What are you going to do with the money? We talk about your family longevity. We find out things about your grandparents, your parents. How long did they live? So we get an idea of how long you're going to have as a lifespan. And we take all these factors into consideration. We sit down, we go over a variety of different opportunities, and only then do we make decisions. We give you the menu, we have an informed adult conversation, we share the information, and only based on that conversation do we decide to move forward with where we put your assets. I hope this has been helpful. Go ahead and drop me a line if you have questions. Again, you can reach me at the office. Go ahead and email or give me a ring, and I look forward to helping you. Until then, happy investing.